We're looking at the Windlass Sword of St. Michael. This is in the category of a falchion. This one is an updated version. Take some specs, up close looks, and cut performance with this one from Windlass. Okay, first impressions on this one. This is an updated version. They've added a lot of distal taper to this one. The overall way this thing flies, it flies really well. That you're gonna see in the cut testing, you're gonna see in a little bit of the movement of just me working through cut and different thrust positions, that this thing is quite nimble. Falchions are sometimes categorized as being like just big heavy choppers and just kind of like brute hackers, which you could still obviously hack and chop with this, but it's a lot more of a nimble arming sword that has a clip point. That's essentially what I would call this one. So we've got the clip point on it. There's no back edge on this one. These come unsharpened to us from Windlass, so they're not sharp when they come to us from Windlass from the factory. So you're gonna have to add a sharpening service if you wanna do cut testing at your own discretion for your own fencing training. So it's got a good tip to it, moving and transitioning through different guard positions, going through different cuts. Very easy to really work through that, and it's very comfortable. Some notable features other than distal taper and just the clip point and how nimble this is also the handle. The handle is very flat and more sharp feeling. You've heard me talk about that before with katanas, is that it's very sharp feeling, which means that the cutting edge presentation with the knuckle lining is perfectly in line with that. You could go in a saber grip here. You're gonna have the heel of your hand touching the pommel. That's something that you wanna play with. You can go more into obviously that full hammer grip, and either way, it's gonna feel pretty secure in the hand, very secure in the hand actually. And then presenting that cutting alignment, the edge on the forehand or the backhand, or changing the guard position is quite comfortable. This is also paired with a wood cord leather bound scabbard. It's just a darker brown, more like an espresso color. And it's stitched on the back, very signature to Windlass. There's a steel tip on it. Goes into the scabbard nicely. I like that they're updating these with wood cord scabbards rather than just the leather, because there's a tendency to have moisture obviously collect when it's just leather. The wood, obviously when you're cleaning your blades consistently and maintaining them, the wood is more likely to keep that from corrosion. And if you have that on a sword stand, it looks pretty sick too. So drawing it in and out, it's got a good pull to it. And those are my first impressions on it. It's a nimble, single-handed, it's essentially an arming sword with a clip point. Very agile in hand. The cutting, no problem at all with the edge that the guys over at Cult of Athena put the edge on. It's a functional edge, enough for cut testing for tatami mats, water bottles, appropriate soft targets for your fencing training. So that's what I have to say about it. Great updated version of it. The handle is above average, I would say, definitely above average from the shape of it, and also not just the width of it, but also how thin it is. Biting into the hand, I like that a lot. Let's do some up close looks to this one in and out of the scabbard and look at cut testing. Okay, talking about cut testing. In the cut testing, you're gonna see me use sword and shield on this reverse backhand cut. This is the Rotella or Rodella from Lord of Battles. It's a 25.5 inch by 25.5 inch round shield. There's a full review that's gonna be up on the YouTube channel, so if you're wondering which one that is, it's this one. Let's look at the cutting. I wanted to offer something different, holding sword and shield. Let's look at the cut practice with the Sword of St. Michael from Windlass. Overall length 33 3/8 inches, blade length 26 13/16 of an inch. Weight is 2 pounds 7 ounces. These come unsharpened, but obviously I'm doing cut testing with this one, so our sharpening guys did that, so you can add a sharpening service if you choose. Width is 44.5 millimeters. It is a thickness of 4.5 to 3.3 millimeters. The pommel's peened. Point of balance is 4 1/4 from the guard with a grip length of 4 inches. We're looking at 1075 high carbon steel, and this one's being identified as being of Italian culture from Windlass. Thanks for joining me for this quick review of the Sword of St. Michael from Windlass. This nimble falchion is available at cultofathena.com. Click the link in the description below this video to pick this one up today to add to your collection. Make sure to add a sharpening service if you do want to do cut practice, because these come unsharpened to us from Windlass's warehouse. Make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Comment below what you think of this blade. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm your host, Tom, for Cold Things YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next review.